Hello, Internet! Now, we've got a different team to play around with. Unfortunately, I am a bit busy, and this is probably going to be the only video of the week, so sorry about that. But we're going to be introducing Bronzong to VGC 16, so, hopefully this will be quite interesting. I've done a few games with this team this evening, and it's really not gone very well at all. I don't really like this team, but I thought I'd put it out there just to, give to any of you that want to try and play around with it and optimize it, because I know that it really could do with some work, honestly. But there's some interesting things. I mean, obviously, Bronzong works very well with Kyogre, with Trick Room, and with Skill Swap. Parasect is kind of nice with Wide Guard and Redirection and Spore and everything. With Dry Skin, I suppose it works too. Parasect's got Focus Sash on it as well, which can catch people off guard. I've got Camerupt on here as well, because Ferrothorn is a big issue for Kyogre and Trick Room, and so it's kind of to sort of catch them off guard, and other Mawile and Amoonguss and things like that as well that could give this team problems. But other Kyogre are a real pain for this team, and this opponent is got a really standard looking team. This is the kind of team that this one's really sort of designed to beat, I guess, but I mean, not necessarily tailored, one-on-one to sort of counter-team it, but, to have a pretty good matchup against it. So, we'll take some Pokemon, and hopefully, at least, we can, do pretty well in this one. Double Steel. It's amazing how many times they lead with Smeargle and Xerneas when you've got two Steel Pokemon, and, umpteen other resists. Well, Camerupt, I suppose, is the only other resist. But I don't know. It's an interesting team, I suppose. It's definitely not a solid team, but it's something that's different, which is always good and refreshing. Okay, so he doesn't go with his fairies at least. But he has gone with Salamence and Talonflame. So I don't know. I mean, a Kyogre switching is sort of obvious. He could have Taunt on the Talonflame. He might switch the Salamence out, fearing play rough. If he switches the Salamence out and I switch my Mawile out, I will be switching out second. And so if he brings in his Groudon and I'll bring in my Kyogre, I will at least get the weather. So I'm just going to go into Kyogre and Trick Room here, actually. I know that if he stays in with Talonflame, which he probably is going to, then he has... Yeah, so he protects, okay. Then he has potential to Brave Bird, which will do, a decent chunk to Kyogre, even though he isn't -1. So, I'm still going to Water Spout, and I'm going to Skill Swap, expecting a Groudon switch in. But a Brave Bird will bring Kyogre down to, I don't know, about 60%. But a 60% Water Spout will still knock the Talonflame out. And the, Groudon as well, if he does bring that in. Players are sort of, starting to get a bit smart about this now and kind of expect skill swaps. So, yeah, and he actually has done here. He stays in with the Salamence, so I could have potentially just Ice Beamed his Salamence there, which he was obviously happy for me to do. I don't have Ice Beam on my Kyogre, but most of them do. I've got Thunder on this one, but just because other Kyogre are a real big pain. He actually brings in his Xerneas, which, alright, it's fine by me. I can bring my Mawile in, and I'm going to go for a Gyro Ball onto the Salamence. I think he's going to, I don't know, swap it out for something. I can see the Xerneas protecting, but he doesn't. Oh, he just protects it, which is fair enough. Now, if he has got the Groudon, it should be coming in now, surely. Surely. My Bronzong has got the Primordial Sea on it still as well, which is quite funny. So, what I could do is, because he's probably going to switch the Salamence out for the Groudon, so I'll Iron Head the Xerneas, but I'll Skill Swap the Xerneas as well, because he'll bring the Groudon in. The sun will come up. I will Skill Swap, because Bronzong is faster here. Get the rain back up. No, but then Xerneas is going to go down, isn't it? And the rain won't be up, but he will still be able to use his fire moves, so that doesn't work out. If I skill swapped the incoming Groudon, then his ability would activate because he's the slower one because we're in Trick Room. I think. Let's see if one, this actually works out, and two, this actually happens. So it is the Groudon. Let's see how this happens. Okay, skill swap. Skill swap. There's the thing, and there's a thing. Yes, it worked. Nice one. So, well, that was a turn thought out pretty well, I think. Still not, necessarily won the game, but we've got a Groudon sitting in with Primordial Sea, which is amazing. Well, it's pretty cool, actually. Bronzong has it got Levitate back? No, surely not. It says, oh yeah, opponent see, so it has got Desolate Land. I'm gonna say, it can't have this Levitate. If I did have Levitate, then could put it on Mawile, but then I'd be losing the pure power. But at least then it would be immune to the Groudon in general, I guess. So seeing as the rain is just up permanently, as long as the Groudon is up, I'm gonna switch the Bronzong out because with Levitate it's really good. I think I'm gonna let the Kyogre go down, just because I don't really need it anymore. And Giratina, I think, can pull through this game. The question is, do I play Rough the Salamence or not? Because the Salamence is probably going to protect here on the last turn of Trick Room, and he's probably just going to go for an Earth Power onto the Mawile. So I'm going to protect and bring the Kyogre in. Yeah, so there's the protect. There's the Earth Power. Yeah. Now, I mean, as long as I get a free switch in, I mean, Salamence can't really do much to Bronzong, can it? So, I could just switch it in, and I mean, it's not going to be really taking that much damage. I mean, I think I'm just going to Sucker Punch the Salamence here. Because he needs to Earth Power the Mawile to knock it out, and if he's Earth Powering it, suppose if he Earth Powers and Hyper Voices, that's what I'm trying to say, then both of my Pokemon will go down. So, but if that does happen, then I get a free switch back into my Bronzong. So yeah, I'm just gonna Sucker Punch the Salamence, and I'm actually just gonna protect the Kyogre here. Yeah, I didn't expect the Sucker Punch to knock it out, but he did Hyper Voice, and he will be Earth Powering the Mawile too. Yeah, so now I can bring Mawile in. Really nice free switch. I can Trick Room, and I'm just going to bring Giratina in, I guess. If he does make a prediction and Draco Meteor's that slot, then my own Kyogre's coming back in and can basically just, knock out the Groudon. So, yeah. Gyro Ball the Salamence, and just why not for the hell of it? Let's Carmine. So, wow, well, that was an interesting game, actually. Yeah, really interesting. It's really funny to see a Groudon with Primordial Sea. Not something you see every day. Really isn't. So yeah, Salamence goes down, and it's stopping itself from being able to do anything now. Yeah, that's fantastic. So he should forfeit. Just gonna Gyro Ball and hit it basically. Yeah. Earth Power does nothing, especially with leftovers. So, yeah, I mean, that worked out quite well. I mean, I was expecting, the Smeargle, Xerneas lead, which they always do, which both, Steel lead does very well against. But we managed to maneuver our way into a position that we actually ended up winning, actually, in that game. So, that's kind of funny. We've got a Kyogre. The combination of Kyogre and Ferrothorn is something that really this team cannot handle. Because I've got the camera up for things like Ferrothorn, but I really need the Mawile for the Kyogre, because it's the only thing that I've got that can hit the Kyogre pretty hard. I have got Will-O-Wisp on Giratina, so maybe I can go without camera up tier and just try and burn and whittle away, but Leech Seed on Giratina, it gets a ton back every turn, so I don't know. Again, with this sort of team, it sort of invites his own Primal to just water spout or erupt all over me as well, because I'm such a slow team to start off with that it just offers them the momentum. So it wouldn't surprise me if he just led with Kyogre, really, but in which case I would want to lead with Parasect. But if I do lead with Parasect and he leads with Smeargle and Xerneas, then I'm not in a good position. So I don't know, we'll go with Mawile and Bronzong, I think, and I think Giratina is kind of required here, and let's go with Parasect, I think. Yeah, let's go with Parasect. But neither of those leads happen. He actually goes with Kangaskhan and Smeargle. Now, Bronzong has got the Lumberry on it, so if he Dark Voids, that's fine. I'm just going to double protect, because I don't think he's going to Power Punch himself. And I've only got one Lumberry, so I don't want him to fake out my Bronzong and put me to sleep, and then him be able to put me to sleep next turn. So let's see how we go with this. I can't get over that last game. Primordial Sea Groudon. Fantastic. Okay, he might be waiting for me to Trick Room here as well. Topsy-turvy? Okay, well that's interesting. I have thought about Topsy-turvy on Smeargle, because obviously it works really well against other Xerneas too, but worked out for him here. He didn't Power Punch himself, but he, you know, did as good as, basically. So yeah, nice move. But now he can Dark Void, so sticky situation. So not liking my position here at all. Gonna bring Parasect in and Trick Room and hope that he misses like a Dark Void. Low kick actually does quite a lot of damage. Dark Void hits the Parasect. And he misses the Bronzong. Of course he misses the Bronzong. That's the one with the Lumberry. That's it, isn't it? That's Pokemon. And yeah, because he's got the Smeargle with the redirect and everything, I'm pretty sure he's got the game, like, won from the start. Because I can't wake up here. Yeah, I'm gonna, like, you know, just in case he Sucker Punches or something. But, no. Okay. Well, at least I got the Iron Barbs off of the Ferrothorn, but Parasect can wake up this next turn. I can Spore the Smeargle, and I'm going to bring Giratina in. He's probably going to Leech Seed to the Bronzong slot, which is annoying. Like, there's no way he's not Leech Seeding that slot, but I want to get a burn on it. Yeah, oh, I actually do wake up with Parasect, which is quite nice. Yeah, so kind of annoying. What boost of this does this Smeargle got? It's got a defense boost. That's annoying. Else Seed Bomb would be doing some nice damage against it. But Bronzong has been, you know, whittled down pretty low, and it's my only real way of getting momentum. It's my own way of getting control. So I don't think there's, as long as he plays smartly, I don't think there's any way that I can win this game. I mean, we'll obviously carry on and see what we can do, but yeah, I'm not liking this. Okay, fair enough. And he should have the Focus Sash on the Smeargle. He has got minus accuracy. When he does wake up, he's not got good odds of hitting all his Dark Voids, at least. This Giratina, though, is so bulky. Normal Giratina form is really, really, really bulky. Leech Seed really is one of the only things that can mess it up. And, yeah, I mean, he's just playing smartly now. I mean, there's not really anything that I can do to... I mean, obviously there is something that I can do to stop this, but... yeah, he's making the right moves. His accuracy goes down again, but... he can just... I mean, he could Ice Beam the Giratina here. I mean... oops. Apologies for all of your ears. I just hit my microphone. Yeah. So this is, you know, I'm pretty sure I've said, and he actually switches out because of all of the drops he got. Not something you see every day with blooming Moody Smeargle. But yeah, I mean, this is not really a team that I am that endeared towards, really. It's, I mean, it's probably going to fake out the Parasect here. And just Origin Pulse. Like, I do quite like Trick Room teams, but this, I don't know, there's something about this team that just isn't very me, I don't think. I don't know. I mean, that last game was really interesting. I enjoyed that game, but it's not really that solid, this team. It needs a lot of work to it. So I suppose this is why I'm, putting it out on YouTube. Like, if any of you want to, have it, test it, play around with it, then please do. I'm sure you can make it better. Giratina might not be great for this. Maybe Zekrom instead would be good, actually, to, hit Kyogre. Suppose, probably learns Flamethrower, surely, so that you can actually Flamethrower the Ferrothorn as well, if you haven't got your own Kyogre out, so, but anyway, let's, stop thinking about how we could improve this team and actually just try and finish a game. Right, so, yeah, is bound to, fake out the Parasect and Origin Pulse, I think. Bronzong, are you really doing anything? No, I'm going to switch to Giratina, and I'm going to Seed Bomb the Kyogre. Yeah, so there's the fake out. And the Origin Pulse, which does, a decent percent to Giratina. Puts Parasect back up to its Focus Sash, because it does have a Focus Sash on it, this Parasect. So, not that it'll really come into play here if he, like, double edges it or whatever, but at least, it's there. So I'm going to try and burn the Kangaskhan. What else have we seen? Smeargle and Ferrothorn, isn't there? So, yeah, it's unfortunate. I could actually go for a Calm Mind here, and is going to, I think he's going to Ice Beam this turn. So you know what, I'm going to burn the Kangaskhan, or try and burn it, and I'm going to bring Bronzong back in. So, oh, it's actually got Crunch, and gets a critical hit, and still doesn't knock me out, but if he is Origin Pulsing, which he isn't, then it'll knock me out, but at least I get the Kangaskhan burnt. So, Crunch Kangaskhan, and with a critical hit, it still doesn't knock me out, which, this Giratina, again, I can't get over how bulky it is. I mean, we're kind of whittling this Pokemon down, but Ferrothorn has not been touched, and Giratina is required to burn it. So, I'm going to bring it back for... I mean, he can just Origin Pulse here, can't he? So I'm going to bring Parasect in. He might Ice Beam there. Kind of half expecting him to Ice Beam that slot. There's no reason, really, why he shouldn't just Ice Beam and Double Edge the Bronzong, really. Or he can just Crunch it. And he gets a defense block, but I suppose it's to be expected with 2 hits at some point. And heals my Parasect back up again, which is nice. Very kind of him. But again, like, I might be all switching around and everything, but my Pokemon are going, I mean, Bronzong's going to be going down this turn, and there's not really anything that I can do to stop that. Yeah, I don't really want to bring anything in on a... okay, well, I could have brought Mawile in there, but the Kyogre goes down, so, at least we've traded Pokemon there. Now, he is probably going to bring the Smeargle in, I would imagine. Yeah, let's put Mawile out here. I don't know, this is tricky. I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't just knock the Parasect out. Yeah, this is what happens when a Trick Room team loses its Trick Room. It just loses all momentum. And, loses. So, there we go. Yeah, no reason why you shouldn't just knock out the Parasect there. I suppose it would have been nice to have Effect Spore, maybe, to... Well, it's burnt anyway, isn't it? So, So, no chance of, getting it to go to sleep on the hit or something. Winning by cheese in that way. Unfortunately. The Smeargle's probably got well, I don't know, maybe it doesn't. This is the one with Topsy-Turvy, isn't it? So, interesting Smeargle, at least. I'm going to suck a bunch of the Kangaskhan. Yeah, good. Actually worked out. didn't think he would Sucker Punch himself, and I didn't think he would use Follow Me himself. So at least we're down to a 2-on-2 situation, but I don't know. I mean, the Smeargle, it would have been nice if he got like an accuracy drop, but again, I can't see myself winning this game, unfortunately. Because if he gets a Leech Seed onto Giratina, then he's going to be getting a lot of health back every turn, like more than I'm going to be getting back from Leftovers recovery as well. So yeah, and he hits his Dark Voids anyway, so nothing that I could have done at the end, I don't think there, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to start trying to hit the Ferrothorn, actually. I mean, Smeargle, if he doesn't have Transform, it's got no way of hitting me. So as long as the Ferrothorn goes down, then, you know, potentially winning the game. It's actually got Sheer Cold, so it does have some way of hitting me. But, yeah, he's got both of his seeds up, so there's no way that I can win this game now, I don't think. You know, I don't know, Iron Head, flinch, and then burn it, and Shadow Ball critical hit, Play Rough critical hit, and he misses all of his Dark Voids and Sheer Colds, and I wake up, and nah, it's not happening, is it? Yeah. Yeah, there's no way that I'm winning this game. So, interesting game at least. And a long game too, I suppose that's what happens when, you know, you play with bulky teams like this. And yeah, you know, just playing smartly, I suppose. So, okay, let's forfeit. And let's go for one more then. Playing against, yes, sir. With another Xerneas and another Kyogre, which is annoying. But at least there's no Ferrothorn. Camerupt hasn't done anything, unfortunately. I suppose Weavile could be a bit of an issue here too. So I'm going to go with Mawile. Or am I? I don't know. I think he's inclined to lead with, I think, like Weavile and Kyogre. I think that's what it'll lead. Or that, and well, no, surely not Xerneas. Maybe Salamence, actually. So I was thinking about leading with Parasect, just to sort of, you know, go against the Kyogre like that, but I don't know, let's do it. Let's go with Bronzong Parasect. Let's take Mawile, and because I want Mawile for his Kyogre. And Kyogre, I guess, my own Kyogre. Weavile and his own Kyogre. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it would lead. So at least I got that one right, but, you know, I need to actually, you know, make some good moves now. Parasect, it would be nice if Parasect had Protect on it. I've got Seed Bomb on this Parasect, so, oh, I don't know. So that, I mean, you know, I knocked out the Kyogre, his Kyogre in the last game, but I mean, he's going to Fake Out and Water Spout, really, isn't he? I don't know. Or Ice Beam, or he could just double target on the Parasect if he was smart. This is the problem with not having Protect on Parasect. He's actually withdrawn his Kyogre there, which is interesting. I'm hoping he fakes out the Bronzong, which he does. Nice one. So Weavile's gone to sleep now, at least. This Parasect again has got a Focus Sash on it, so it will survive a Hyper Voice or a Double Edge, and I should be able to get the Spore off onto his Salamence here. Yeah, obviously does you know, minuscule damage to Bronzong. And here's a Trick Room. Okay, so Gyro Ball the Weavile, I suppose. See, I kind of want to bring in like my own Mawile to really threaten this Salamence, but I kind of want to bring in, like, keep the Parasect in as well, just for his own Mawile, which is bound to have. So the Salamence is definitely sleeping this turn, so I'm going to double target on the Weavile. So I suppose this is a use for having an attack on the Parasect. Get rid of the Weavile this turn. Bronzong is less threatened in the future, although that Kyogre is still very scary. Oh, what am I talking about? He probably hasn't brought his Mawile because he's got Mega Salamence here. So that was a bit of a lapse of concentration, I suppose. That's something that I do quite often, actually. Just sort of, you know, forget that they can only bring one Mega Pokemon. So I suppose, you know, thinking back on the play, maybe Parasect wasn't necessarily required to stay in right now, but I think this is the turn to bring Mawile in, and I mean the Xerneas is going to protect, isn't it? Surely the Xerneas is just going to protect. Surely. So I want to wide guard in case the Salamence wakes up, because Mawile doesn't want to take that really. But I could just be safe and just spawn the Xerneas. But he's definitely protecting the Xerneas, so I'm going to wide guard. Yeah, thank you Xerneas for protecting. And the Salamence stays asleep anyway, so you know that's that. I can play with the Salamence here then, and spore the Xerneas. Really hoping that Player Off hits. You know, the amount of times I used a Azumarill in the last couple of years, the amount of times I've missed my Player Off hits, it's always one of them moves that you got to really sort of, you know, clench when you use it. So he's putting his Kyogre to sleep, actually. Oh no, and there's the miss. Oh, that is awful. Because the Salamence is probably going to wake up now and protect. So, so Bronzong can at least come back in and should be able to get another Trick Room off. Yeah, he brings his Kyogre in, which is interesting. His Xerneas rather. I'm really free to Trick Room and just Sucker Punch the Kyogre. Yeah, just in case it attacks. If he switches out, then I'm still getting my Trick Room off. Yeah, so I'm still in a decent position, actually. Salamence is bound to wake up this turn, though, but he did just protect with Xerneas for whatever reason. So, yeah, that's that. So, you know, I think these three games have actually been quite interesting. And with, I suppose, the bulky nature of this team, we're almost at half an hour now. So, you know, thanks for sticking around for this, guys. But, you know, like, you know, I think I said at the beginning that I am pretty busy this week. And this is, I'm afraid, going to be the only, you know, video of the week. But, you know, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for, I mean, people have been still subscribing to my channel. So, you know, it's growing even still. So thanks a lot for, you know, all of you new subscribers coming along. But here you go. Here's Bronzong in VGC 2016. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed, please share, like, do all the rest of it. But bye for now. Thank you.